Craft, design, and launch NFTs effortlessly across multiple blockchains. From generating high-quality visuals to enhancing audio, scripting, and minting digital assets, CallAI's advanced tools empower creators of all kinds, developers, designers, artists, and innovators alike. Now available on mobile, CallAI brings everything you need into one seamless platform, giving you the power to create anytime, anywhere.
Click the link. For sure. Let me move on to the next story here. So Damon Dash is facing a threat of arrest after repeatedly ignoring court order discovery deadlines and a long-running legal fight with filmmaker Josh Weber over unpaid judgment and asset disclosures. Now, a federal judge warned that if Damon Dash and his company, Popperton LLC, failed to comply with discovery demands by May 9th, 2025, the court will hold him in contempt and may issue a bench warrant to compel his appearance. Now, the warning comes as Damon Dash's legal team moves to withdraw from the case, citing his refusal to cooperate. Now, Damon Dash is in the middle. If you didn't know, he's going to file for bankruptcy. Now, this goes back to a lawsuit that he lost back in 2022, where he was ordered to pay $805,000. Damon Dash did not show up. He said, F them. The way things kind of work in the U.S., and you're not supposed to be able to go to jail, for debts. But they're bending and breaking the rules, because when you don't follow a court order, they will try to hold you in contempt of court and force you. And they will force you. So what he's going to do is he's going to file bankruptcy, whatever chapter he files. If it's the chapter that, you liquidate everything and they get whatever they get, that's that. Or he can come up with a payment plan, to pay them back. It's the game in the same situation. The game's in the same situation. So, yeah. Look, Dame, man, here's what I say about Dame, man. I had a lot of indifferent things about Dame in the past, said a lot of things about him, but unless you're a businessman yourself and you had ups and downs, you had businesses fail, you had businesses prosper, you wouldn't understand what he's really going through. You really wouldn't understand what he's going through. And real people know. Real people definitely know. So what he's going to do between now and that, he's going to file bankruptcy, which will halt all of this, right? And it'll get them off of his back, because now they're trying to dig into other companies that he has. His attorneys left the case for whatever reason. Who knows? Maybe he was too difficult to deal with. I'm not sure. But salute to all the lawyers out there. But y'all some money hungry, pieces of shit. I'm gonna keep it a bean, because the way the system is set up is that you prey on people's desperation. You prey on their desperation. You know that people are desperate. You know they don't really have it, and you give in order to fix. See, that's why money is the equalizer. Because if Damon Dash had the bread, and maybe he does, but if he had it, I'm sure that he would either negotiate or try to, settle something with these people. You feel what I'm saying? So if you got money, you can buy the lawyers, you can get the accounts, you can get all that. But if you don't, you're pretty much subjected to whatever the courts want you to do. And I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I mean, the brother fell on some hard times. Now they trying to arrest him, put him in contempt of court, and force him. You're not supposed to be able to get arrested for a fucking debt. So now they're doing just that. But there's always ways around it. There's always ways around it. So, bankruptcy is actually going to be unless he has bread and can negotiate something, bankruptcy is going to be a viable option for Damon Dash, for him to just, liquidate, and start over. And then if your companies don't have any assets like that, then, they asked out, which he does obviously have assets, because, the Rockefeller stake and things that he's done, over the years. But I still think, right, his words are valuable. I don't look at him different. I know he made mistakes, and we all have made mistakes. over the years. And he was very fortunate, to build Rockefeller to the giant that it was, because he could probably withstand something that the younger or the smaller guy in business couldn't withstand. So I'm sure that he has something, a nest egg somewhere. And I think it's with Dame Dash is more of him just saying F them, I don't want to pay you. So sort of like what the game is doing. The girl got a $7 million default judgment because he didn't show up. Now she's trying to go after his crib. She's trying to go after this. She's trying to go after that. But he moved stuff around, I guess, to different, whatever the case he did, people, business, whatever. Catch me if you can. Come get me if you can. With the game. And he's still living his life. He was touring. He's out with his kids and doing his damn thing. So that's kind of the conundrum that these guys find themselves in. So going forward, the advice that I would give to people is make sure you have all your layers of protection in place, your insurances. If you're doing any type of business, if you got a carpet cleaning business, make sure you have insurance for that. If you got an office, make sure you have slip and fall insurance. If you're detailing cars, make sure you have, if somebody gets ran over or a car crashes, have yourself covered on the back end, because if a liability arises, it's going to be you're going to wish that you had that coverage in place, because the lawyer is going to want 20, 30, 40, 50, 100,000 retainers to handle some of this stuff. So that's the advice. And this is from experiences that I've been through and I've seen people go through. If you're in business, have, all your ducks in a row. If you open up a restaurant, don't wing it. Get that insurance in place. Get your slip and fall insurance or whatever the type of insurance that comes with it. Don't let it lapse. Get that shit in order. Get that in place, because something will. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. When something happens, you need to be. It's just like car insurance. Something's going to happen. Don't wing it. Pay it, because one day you're going to need it, and it's going to be useful for you one day. Make sure it's a lot. It's a lot. But I'll do that when I get into my business channel, and we'll talk about different businesses and different structures and things, like that, and a whole bunch of different things we'll get into. Because I think it's see, a lot of people don't want to give you the game for free. I'm gonna give you the game for free. I'm gonna give it to you for free from things that I've learned over 15, 20 years in business, with multiple different businesses that failed, businesses that were successful, what I've learned, how I lost, how I got back on a horse, and all of that. I'm gonna give you the game for free. I'm gonna give you the game that people charge you thousands of dollars to get, hundreds of thousands of dollars sometimes to get. I'm gonna give it to you for free, and hopefully, so my son coming up, he could be better than me as a businessman, right? He'll be 10 times better than me, because I had to make all the mistakes and stumble, for him, to be flawless moving forward. So that's my thoughts on the Dame Dash situation. They trying to get him arrested. I don't agree with the structure and the way the system's set up in that regard, honestly. I don't agree with it. I really don't agree with it, but that's the way that it's set up. And now they're trying to throw him in jail because of a debt. Not because he hurt anybody, not because he shot anybody, but because of a debt. I thought debtor's prison is real, so they're going to lock his ass up. He'll have to pay a bail, whatever the case may be. They're going to force him to produce. Who wants to go to jail? They're going to force him to produce his records, right? To see what they can get their hands on. So it is what it is. But let me know what you guys think down below, in the comment section. Hit the thumbs up on the video. Make sure you share the video as well. I appreciate you guys checking in, listening with us, man. It's your brother, Oh God. I love y'all, man. Hey, we'll be back. Let me know what you think about Dame Dash. And I talked about the Saquon DL Hughley thing earlier. This is a shirt I had brought. You know what I mean? I'm not getting into that no more. People going to have their thoughts regardless, and I'll let them have their thoughts, you know, in their ideologies about the whole situation. But it's hot as hell. I gotta put my fan on. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna edit these videos, and you know, we'll keep on rocking this thing, baby. Let's go.